What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Drive Club and another top 10 video. Today I'm going to be seeing what the top 10 fastest supercars in Drive Club are. Now this isn't fastest as in fastest in a straight line, this is fastest around a circuit, and that circuit is the Tamil Nadu 01 circuit. Don't know if I pronounced that right, probably not, but yeah, I took every single supercar, all 40 of them in the supercar category, around this circuit to see which 10 would be the fastest. So we start off at number 10 with the Lamborghini Huracan. Now, Huracan, I said that weirdly, Huracan, so I say it. It did a 121.630, which for this car is very, very good. It actually surprised me how fast this one went. This is the fastest Lamborghini on the list. A bit of a spoiler there, but yeah, fastest Lamborghini on the list. And I wasn't expecting that. I thought maybe the Aventador or the maybe the Murcielago, you know, the more power and torquier cars would have been further up the list, but no, the Huracan actually did a very good job with its 121.630, and I was very, very impressed with it. In 9th place was the Maserati Avantra. Now this is one of the free cars, I believe, that came to Drive Club a few months back, and it isn't a bad car. It handles quite nicely. I don't really like the look of it. I think it is a bit of a weird looking car, personally. Not exactly my favourite sort of car on its looks by any means, but you know, it's relatively nice handling, a little bit oversteery sometimes, isn't terrible though. It is obviously pretty decent. It came 9th out of 40 cars, so you can't really complain. Not really my sort of car though, like I said, a little bit too oversteery for my liking, and just not really a massive fan on the looks, but was very quick. In 8th place we get into the maybe slightly weirder cars with the Vuel 05. If I pronounced that right, probably not again. This did a 121.438, which is once again a very good lap time, very, very close to the Maserati's 21.481, very close indeed. Yeah, this was once again a very nice car. Didn't have the speed. It only got, can't remember what speed it got to, but it wasn't very fast. You can actually, I don't think it's on in this clip, but at the end of the start-finish straight, you can actually hear it buzzing off the limiter, because it goes through gears like crazy and isn't particularly fast. So that was the only downside to that car. In 7th place, back to normal cars, was the McLaren 12C. Now I do very much like the 12C, very nice car. It is nice, you know, good car, good handling, good speed, and I like the look of it. It is a very nice McLaren. It did a 121.423, so once again, very, very close to the Vuel and the Maserati, like ridiculously close. I mean, there's not even 0.1 of a second between. It's 0.06 of a second between the McLaren and the Maserati. It is absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, the McLaren was a really nice car, handled really well, just an alright, well driven car, a good car. I don't know why I'm saying well. But anyway, in 6th place was the Rough RT12R. Once again, not a bad car, based off a Porsche. I thought it was a Porsche GT3 RS, but it isn't. It's something else. Can't remember what. It's a Rough RT12R. I drove this car in Project Cars. It came out a little while ago, and it's also in Drive Club, and is a very fast car. It has like 700 horsepower. Did a 121.087. Once again, pretty close to the other cars, just missing out on the 1 minute 20. Yeah, really nice car. Actually like this car a lot more than I thought I would, to be honest. Not the biggest fan of Porsches, but this one I do quite like. In 5th place was the BAC Mono. We start getting into the lightweight crazy cars now, which I will be honest, the rest of them are all lightweight crazy cars. Did a 120.767, and it was the first car that I run, so you know, if that means anything, but yeah, it's a good car. I do like the BSC Mono. If I was to have any lightweight, cool track car, so it's not really a track car, but you know, like a lightweight car, you know, like this or the Aerial Atom or something like that, I would probably have the BSC Mono. It's a nice car. I like driving it. Very nice handling, takes corner speed like crazy, and is decent on speed also. Aerial Atom 500 V8 came in 4th place with a 120.122. Now this car probably would have been further up the order because it has about 500 horsepower, I believe, something like that, and weighs very, very little. However, because of that, it's a bit uncontrollable. This was one of the only cars where I was getting sideways even on my best lap. So yeah, I only got given I got given myself 4 laps for each car, and this one, even on this lap, wasn't the best. I was sliding around a little bit, but it is a phenomenal car, but just a little bit uncontrollable at times. In third place is the Renault R.S.01. Yeah, this is a very good car. It sounds absolutely amazing. This car was added to the game very recently, only a couple of weeks ago, I believe. I think it was the same time that the 488 GTB came into DRIVECLUB. This did a 120.120, so unbelievably close to the atom. Unbelievably close. Very nice car to drive. It is basically a race car. But I count it in this because it's in the supercar category, so I mean, you've got to count it, right? It is part of the category, so that did very well, just getting into the top 3. In second place is the Caterham SP300.R. Once again, a very nice car. This car is my most driven car in DRIVECLUB. I've driven this car quite a lot. It's very grippy. It's pretty fast. Personally, I'm not much of a fan of the lightweight sort of cars. But you know, it's a good car. The reason I've driven it so much is because I think there's just a crap ton of events with this car that you can use this, and I always just use this because it's one of the fastest. But yeah, really nice car, easy to drive. I mean, this is a good car to start off the game with because it's just such an easy car to drive, and also fast. So you can get used to driving very well with this car. And in first place was a bit of a surprising one, the Renault Twinra, a 118.269. This is a weird car. It's like some crazy Renault hatchback. I will be honest, I was not at all expecting this car or a Renault of any kind to even get into the top 3. We had 2 Renaults in the top 3. The only 2 Renaults that are in the superclass. What else can I say? This car isn't particularly fast again. It's not terrible, but it's not particularly fast. But the corner speed in this car, the corners like the first couple of corners where you have to brake in most of the other cars, you just go around this full power. It is an absolutely ridiculous car, the Renault Twinra. But yeah, that's it. So the winner of the supercar category thing is the Renault Twinra, a hatchback, which isn't really even a supercar, but it's in the category, so I'm counting it. So there we go, guys. If you enjoyed, please go ahead, like and subscribe. Tell me what other top 10s you want to see me do in DRIVECLUB or in any game of that kind, or maybe it doesn't even have to be a game. It can be something different, maybe. I don't know, just put it in the comments and maybe I'll do it. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.